The 10th St. Lucia Forum, held recently, brought together key stakeholders to discuss key issues and celebrate the growth of the credit union movement. Credit unions in St. Lucia are gearing up for significant changes as new regulations come into effect. The St. Lucia Cooperative Credit Union League's educational event sought to prepare members for the 2024 Cooperative Societies Act. Martina Belizaire is the president of the St. Lucia Cooperative Credit Union League.
Every year, we put together this social activity as well as an educational activity. The educational activity is the most important part of the event, where we ask the regulators to give sectoral updates. Additionally, today we looked at the changes or amendments to the 2024 Cooperative Act, which was recently enacted. We are also looking at other areas of development for the credit union sector.
The new act aims to strengthen corporate governance and protect members' deposits in a sector that has seen over 11% growth in total assets. The forum, attended by over 100 participants from various credit unions, homed in on the new act's implications. Melvin Edwards, a regional consultant, talked up the importance of professional development and training, especially in light of the legislative changes.
The regulatory framework has now been strengthened with the new legislation, and I'm very excited about that. St. Lucia now has the newest piece of legislation across the OECS and CARICOM, and here's an opportunity to use especially the enabling components of the legislation to strengthen the growth of the credit union system, and therefore we're discussing issues and approaches in which we can now utilize the new regulatory framework, hopefully soon to be accompanied by the regulations that the credit unions could now utilize that, provide much more training to their staff, to their directors, and above all to the members, so they know a little bit more in terms of what the law provides.
Natalie De Souza, Executive Director of the Financial Services Regulatory Authority, outlined key changes to the law.
Some of the requirements include licensing process, capital adequacy, filing financial statements, also the issuance of the establishment of a stabilization fund, also a deposit insurance guarantee, and all other provisions, even that of the establishment of an apex body. What we see with regard to that legislation is the enforcement of a robust corporate governance system. This will allow credit union members, such as the board, the supervisory committee, the credit committee, to operate and to ensure that they have put in place all the tools, that they have all the tools to manage the credit union in an effective manner to allow them to protect members' deposits.
De Souza explained the consequential nature of the law for the members it seeks to protect.
When you have persons that are trusting, the members are trusting such a sector, we call it financial inclusion as well. We want to make sure that the person that is putting their money in the credit union can sleep at night and ensure that their deposits are secured. So what this legislation is doing is to ensure that it is managed properly, so the credit union remain accountable to its members, and ensuring that person, when time it is for them to withdraw that deposit, that they can get that deposit.
As credit unions adapt to these changes, regulators and credit union leaders are working to ensure a smooth transition and continued growth in the cooperative finance sector. Lucia Alfred, HTS News Force.